Welcome, listeners, to another episode of the Chris Talk Show. Here's your host, Chris Talks.
What's up, listeners? I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. Welcome to another episode of the show. It is a scorcher out there. It's like 100 degrees or something out there, right, Ed? Yeah, it's like 100 degrees out there or something. It is a scorcher out there. I hope everybody is keeping cool. All right, let's get into this episode's top topic, which is going to come with an interview. This episode's top topic is going to come with an interview. So, this is SI Drug Cruise Busted. This is something that happened in, what year was it, Ed? Pull it up again. This is something that happened in 2020. What was it? 2020. What? 2004. Ed, stop playing. All right, quit playing. All right, this is something that happened in 2004. All right, so I'm going to let Sarah report the story. Going to give you a little briefing of the story, and then I'm going to play the interview that I had with one of the people who was involved in this situation. All right, Sarah, take it over. Do what you do.
Thank you, Chris. 30 members of two rival Staten Island drug gangs were indicted yesterday on crack cocaine and gun trafficking charges. Thugs from the Deuce Mob and Mob Up gangs also were charged in 6 shootings between the bloody rivals and drug turf wars in Port Richmond and West Brighton, said Brooklyn, U.S. Attorney Roslyn Mouskoff. The leaders of the Deuce Mob gang, brothers Anthony, Gerald and Joachim Johnson, brazenly sold crack cocaine from the front porch of their Port Richmond headquarters. Authorities said these rival gangs used violence and intimidation to control their drug distribution territory. Mouskoff said at a Brooklyn press conference. Over the past year, these gangs have terrorized the residents of Port Richmond and West Brighton by engaging in multiple shootings as they waged a violent drug turf war. She added, last May, after a Mob Up member opened fire onto the porch of Deuce Mob's headquarters. Members of the Deuce Mob retaliated by driving to West Brighton and shooting at 2 Mob Up members. Authorities said none of the shootings was fatal. Drugs and guns go hand in hand. In this case, we broke both hands of the gangs involved, Police Commissioner Ray Kelly said in a statement. Most of the suspects were rounded up during early morning raids yesterday. William McMahon, chief of the New York field office of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms, said the rival gangs stopped at nothing to ply their drug trade. Drive-by shootings, armed robberies, witness intimidation and very possibly home invasions and arson are just some of the violent acts that these criminals exhibited on the streets. He said, the charges and arrests stemmed from a 17-month investigation as part of President Bush's Project Safe Neighborhoods, an aggressive initiative aimed at making neighborhoods safer by curbing gun violence. If convicted of the charges, the suspects could face up to life in prison. Mouskoff said the probe also helped cops make arrests in the execution-style slayings of 2 undercover detectives on Staten Island last year. Back to you, Chris.
All right, thank you, Sarah, for that. Thank you, Sarah, for that report. Real quick. All right. So I was able to interview one of the people that was involved in this indictment. So what I want to do for you now is I want to play the recording in full. Of that interview. This is with one of the dudes that I recently met. His name is Cecil. He was part of the indictment, and we're going to play the interview for you right now. All right. He is one of the people that were charged in this indictment. So, folks, let's give a round of applause for my homeboy Cecil.
Yo, what's up? What's good and everything?
What is good in the hood, baby?
Yeah, excellent. Can't complain. My name is Cecil.
Hold it up a little bit.
My name is Cecil.
Cecil, you want to tell my audience a little bit about yourself before we get into the story? You want to just tell them a little bit about yourself?
Yes, first and foremost.
Put the mic up to you.
First and foremost, my name is Joachim Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
My last name got changed to Joachim Ashton, and everybody know me as Cecil. I mean, Staten Island born and everything. Everybody know who I am and everything. I don't got to that.
Everybody know who you are in Staten Island, right?
Right.
Basically Staten Island. Okay, so you were one of the 30 members that were indicted with this with the gang. So they say you was indicted with the gang. It says that you were facing crack cocaine and drug trafficking charges. If I'm correct, uh, they say that you was raided by the ATF and FBI and the local PD. Correct?
For one and everything, I cased and everything.
You gotta hold it closer to you.
Obviously, we wasn't locked up for no motherfucking alcohol and no tobacco and everything. So we got locked up for firearms. I mean, by the ATF and everything.
Yeah, firearms. All right, so now from your version, so I want to get your version out there. That's why I asked you to come on the show. From your version, can you tell us what happened that day? But before I ask that question, where did the raid happen? Did it happen in
The raid happened in Staten Island. It happened in Port Richmond, the port and everything. That's what we call it.
Yeah, because it also says that y'all had a station in West Brighton as well.
No, we just had some issues with some dudes from out of the West and everything.
Oh, so yeah. Oh, so this where the rival gang came from. The rival gang was in West Brighton. Okay, so in your own words, explain what had happened and what took place that day. You gotta hold the mic up to you.
Well, I don't really like talking. I mean, too much. Everybody know me and everything. I mean, keeping my mouth shut and everything. And I mean, staying 10 toes down. But give you a little brief synopsis on this whole shit. The whole situation was this: me, my big bro Spree. Know what I mean? My other big bro Tone Bone. Know what I mean? We was living in the port, and pretty much niggas wanted us to get the fuck up out of there. But all three of us, I mean, we men. So we not moving nowhere. We parked. You know what I mean? Like pretty much. I mean,
So
parked.
was the rival gang trying to kick you out?
Niggas from the West and everything. You know what I mean? All due respect. You know what I mean? We had a few brothers and everything from, I mean, Mob Up Crew. That's what the government named them. You know what I mean? And stuff. I can't, you know what I mean, vouch that.
Okay, but what is the Marble Crew?
Mob Up Crew would be like a set of bloods.
Okay, so the Marble Crew is a set of bloods, and y'all were the Crips, and y'all had issues with these people.
They had issues with us, so we took it upon ourselves and everything to handle our business.
All right. I ain't mad at you, brother. Go ahead.
And pretty much it was like, I came home 2002. They didn't know that I was their brothers. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I got my big bro Spree. You know what I mean? My big bro Tone Bone. And these niggas act like they wanted that smoke and everything, you know what I mean? So we just brought the water hose out and everything, you know what I mean? And stuff. So
okay, let me ask you about the indictment. Okay, so what were you actually charged with during that indictment? What were your charges?
I was charged with conspiracy to distribute crack cocaine, a mandatory minimum of 10 years. You know what I mean? And I had two other charges.
Hold the mic closer. You gotta damn near kiss it, brother. Don't kiss it, but damn near kiss it.
I had two other charges and everything. You know what I mean? And stuff. So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, these niggas know what they was doing and everything. So when the feds came, the government, ATF came and everything, they booked a lot of us and everything. You know what I'm saying? I was facing a mandatory minimum of 10 years, like I said. You know what I mean? I pleaded guilty to 14 years, and I had a 4 to life. You know what I mean? So I had a total of 18 to life altogether.
Yeah, because it also says, I was going to get to that question too. It also said that you and your brother were facing life in prison.
Yes, the statute on that crime and everything, you can absolutely get life in prison. This stuff, you absolutely can and everything.
You gotta talk up.
With a mandatory minimum of 10 years and everything.
So you took I'm guessing you took a plea deal?
I took a plea. I pleaded guilty. Category 3 and everything. It was level 36 and everything that I took and everything. I had 2 points for obstruction of justice. You know what I mean?
That had to be hard to do.
Well, yo, you know what? It was hard, but you know what? I did that to myself because you know why? If I would have never caught the obstruction of justice, when I had one of my co-defendants, Mark Thompson, you know what I mean, uncles, in the head with the handcuffs that I was shackled to and everything, I would have got less time and everything. I probably would have walked up for 12 years and everything. 10 years possibility.
You gotta come up to the mic, bro. I want
yeah, this mic is kind of difficult now because I'm not used to speaking into mics.
I can hear you now, but I can hear you much better now.
So it's like, yo, when that shit all happened, pretty much, let me just give you a rundown of the case, man.
Please do.
Listen, 2004, right? I was already locked up since 03. You dig what I'm saying?
And
So
you got out in 03?
no, I was locked up in 03. The federal indictment came down February. You know what I mean? 04. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
So pretty much this. We out in Port Richmond. We shaking. We doing our numbers and everything. We doing our 1-2. We skipping. We stepping off the porch and all that and stuff. Now I mean, we rocking out. Me and my brothers. Now I mean, so I'm gonna clear the air because a lot of niggas running around talking shit on these motherfuckers, talking real spicy on these podcasts, and they really don't know the facts. But this what happened was
Give us
this.
the facts. Give us the facts.
This what happened was this. Now I mean, with all due respect to everybody, I don't hold no grudges. Now I mean, that's 20 years ago. But niggas trying to act real funny towards my family and everything. So that's the only reason why I jumped on this podcast because I'm not even with that shit. Now I mean, everybody know me. I'm not with it. So this what happened. Now I mean,
So
nigga
make them come out.
Otis from the West, him, Barry, Shabu, all these niggas Pudge. They act like they want to smoke with my brothers and me. Know what I mean? So we wasn't going for it. Know what I mean? And we wasn't moving for nobody. Know what I mean? They made my case a Crip case. Only when that was Crip on my case was me, my brother, one of my brothers, and my homeboy Smoke. That was it. Know what I mean?
So
So
they turned into also like a gang.
yeah, so they made it seem like everybody was a gang member.
Okay.
Niggas even locked my sisters up and everything. You know what I mean? My some bullshit. My sisters didn't have nothing to do with nothing. You know what I mean? My little brother had shit to do with nothing. You know what I mean? So with that being said, was this and everything. They wanted to pack us out. Now I'm like, yo, you gotta go. We wasn't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So niggas said, fuck that. You know what I mean? This what I mean, this how we gonna go. You know what I mean? We either gonna die here or live here. You know what I mean? And that was it. You know what I mean? And niggas was letting them guns go off and everything. You know what I mean? Shit was getting crazy. Shit was getting out of control. You know what I mean? So when that shit hit off and everything, niggas coming through day and night. Know what I mean? Niggas blew my car up and everything. Once some niggas blew my car up.
Don't skip by and say you said somebody blew up your car.
Yeah, niggas blew my max
Somebody
up and everything.
Somebody
In front
kid
of my
cutting
mom's
you.
crib. You know what I mean? After that, it was all gloves off the table. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Now we're gonna play dirty. You know what I mean? They
That
crept
shit
on
is
us,
crazy.
man, nights. We crept on them. You know what I mean? That was the life, you know what I mean? And stuff. Yeah, it's a shootout. Shootouts was like regular to us and everything. It was like if you put your belt on, you know what I mean? Put your gun on. You know what I mean? That's how we just gave it up.
Yeah. I feel you.
And stuff. So I was gonna let that happen to my brothers. My brothers was not gonna let that happen to me. Know what I mean? I love them niggas like cheesecake on Sunday. Know what I mean? So a lot of niggas that's coming home and they talking on these podcasts and all of that, talking spicy and jazzy. Know what I mean? Niggas don't got clean nails. Know what I mean? We nobody perfect, nigga, but you got dirt on your nails too, bro. Know what I mean? I never told on a nigga. I never cooperated with the government. I don't got no 5K1, nigga. I don't know how that shit feel to go sit down there and speak to them folks, nigga. Know what I mean? And stuff. Niggas getting up here trying to shout out real niggas and everything on the low, like try to make your name seem clean. Your name ain't clean, nigga. Because you sitting up there talking about, yo, Larry Love, talking about London and all this shit and everything, Big Dan. Yo, bro, don't be running around talking about niggas if you really haven't lived that life. You know what I mean? And stuff respectfully. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, nigga, I'll run you into that precinct, nigga, and have your ass telling me, nigga, and stuff. So all that niggas talking about my brother Spree and all of that, keep my brother dick out your mouth. Word up. That's what you can do. You know what I mean? Because niggas know at the end of the day, my brother's facing state time. He already did state time, and he was going back to the state.
So
You know
how
what I mean?
much time is your brother facing now?
My brother's facing like 8 years and everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And stuff. And my brother Tone Bone took his plea and everything, took his 10 years and everything like a man. You know what I mean? So if anybody should be mad at anybody, it should be me. I'm not mad at none of my brothers. I'm not mad at no niggas from that case, mob up and stuff. But let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of niggas, y'all niggas went home right from MDC Brooklyn. Y'all niggas never seen outside this state. So let's keep it a buck. And I won't never get up here and, know what I mean, on some monkey shit and everything, on some porch monkey shit. Know what I mean? Try to show out and clash out. Know what I mean? But niggas know, nigga, my family's built like that, nigga. Built like that for real, for real. Know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga Spring, my brother, man. Shout out to Tone Bone, my brother. Know what I mean? Niggas got my sisters locked up. Word up. My mom's went through mad torment, mad trauma, and everything, holding us down for years, nigga. Word up. Where y'all niggas been at? What penitentiary y'all been at? Nigga, because I've been there. I done that.
So
Word.
your sisters was Because you just said that your sisters was arrested.
Yes,
So your
my two
sisters was
sisters,
a part of
I mean,
the
my loved
indictment.
ones, my babies, I mean, shout out to my two sisters, I mean, Penelope and Eve and everything. Come on, niggas ain't have family locked up. Word up. And they held me down my whole bed. Word up. Mad care, mad love. So niggas be up, niggas need to get off that motherfucking podcast that they on with this nigga from the other side of the island. Now I mean, jacking that he's London fam. Now I mean, stop it. Like, stop it. It ain't gonna go that way, nigga. Word. As long as I'm alive, nigga. Word.
All right, y'all heard them. So the chief of New York, the chief police officer of New York at that time, what was it, William McMahon or William McCann? Okay, so he said that he states, quote unquote, that you guys, apparent to him, you guys were intimidating people by doing armed robberies and home invasions
Nah,
and arson. It says arson. Yeah, arson. So is that something that was true, or did they just over
nah.
exaggerate that?
They overrated that shit right there heavily. Now I mean, this is what happened and everything. Niggas from the
So
West.
yeah, I know you never
Yeah,
was a part of no home
niggas,
invasion
pretty
or.
much this. Niggas from the West were trying to put pressure on their nigga uncles. Now me from Port Richmond, not uncles from Park Hill, uncles from Port Richmond. Now me, he started hanging out with us and everything, and pretty much we wasn't letting nothing happen to him and everything. Now me and stuff. That was pretty much it and everything, and they act like they wanted to flex and fold on us. Now me, and we like, yo, we not having it. Now me, like, nigga, we Stapleton niggas, we grain, nigga, we from the town, nigga.
There's another question I wanted to ask you. One last question. So how I know actually I've done time before, and I know it's very difficult to do time, but how did you manage to survive and keep your head straight during that 10-year period that you were doing? Because that's a lot of time.
Yo, pretty much is like this, man. I did time before I even went to prison. Now I mean, just growing up inside my household and everything. Now I mean, with four other brothers. Now I mean, we all we know how to do is fight. Now I mean, and stuff. So it was nothing for me to go to jail. I've been doing time since Green, Kansasaki, Watertown, Downstate, Ulster. I've been there, done that. Now I mean, Queensboro, Lincoln, you name it. So it was nothing. We was raised
Yeah, and
around.
that's a long list there,
Yo,
brother.
we was raised around foxes, bro. We was raised around no dumbass niggas. Know what I mean, Big Jerry G is my pops. Know what I mean, and stuff. So we on gladiator time all day. We been raised around the real rights. Yes. So it's like, yo, I've been around. I've been around niggas.
All right, I got you. So you've been around that for a while. So I don't know. I don't have another question for you. Oh no, I do. I do have. Uh, I do have one one more question. When did the raid happen? It happened at like in the
The
night
raid
on
happened. I was locked up. I got locked up in '03 and everything. Know what I mean, I was locked up. Everybody know that I had full to life. I was one of the first people out of Staten Island with life parole. You know what I'm saying? Me and my co-defendant, shout out man and everything in general. Know what I mean? That's Rich Porter's son and everything. Know what I mean? That's my big little bro right there and everything. So the raid happened in '04 when they came and got everybody. I heard about the raid through Hot 97. They had a DJ called Steph Lover from Manus Harbor.
Shout out to Steph Lover.
You know what I mean? So I heard about that. Niggas came running to my cell. I'm in the beacon. You know what I mean? Niggas like, yo, bro.
Oh wow, you was locked up when
Yeah,
it
I was
happened.
locked up. So
Wow.
niggas like, yo, Cecil, I think they talking about you and your family on the radio. So I jumped up, threw my motherfucking headset on and everything. And I'm like, yo, I called home. My mom was picking up her phone. So I called my aunt. My aunt was like, yo, look, they got everybody this morning. You know what I mean? All the motherfucking ATF came through. They raided everybody. The marshals, everybody raided. They coming for you next and everything. All right. About like 4 or 5 days later, me, my co-defendant Badar, you know what I mean, Pudge, my other co-defendant Goose, you know what I mean, shout out to Gigi, gorgeous Goose, you know what I mean, they came through and they swept all us with the island and everything. They bought NBC Brooklyn and everything. It was on Biggie's small birthday. It was like sometimes in March, you know what I mean, '04. You know what I mean, because that's all they was playing on the radio and everything was Biggie. You know what I mean, so they brought us there. You know what I mean, went to go see the magistrate judge. You know what I mean, they say, yo, give a nigga a wild, crazy bill. I wasn't worried about that. Like I said, I've been on life parole since I was 16. I got a life parole when I was 34. Know what I mean? So I wasn't coming home. Know what I mean? Everybody know when I get locked up, I gotta stay in jail. Know what I mean? A bill's not even my motherfucking mind. That's not even on my tongue.
Wow. Wow. All right. I hear you, gangster. I hear you.
Nah, because niggas on these podcasts is talking real spicy about my family, and niggas better not mention my name, because nigga, listen, we go straight to the documents, nigga. Like, nigga, listen, I know you're sleeping like a pillow. You know what I mean?
Tell him you got your shit. You got your receipt.
Yeah, I got my receipts on niggas and everything. You know what I mean? So niggas need to say that shit for David.
Say for David.
And be classy about it, nigga, before a nigga blow your motherfucking skirt up.
Got her Cecil. All right, bro. I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. Bro.
Nah, but you know what? It's
anything
always a pleasure and everything. It's always a pleasure. But, you know, one thing we gotta solidify this, nigga. I want the war with the animals, nigga. Like, I mean, the best of the best out of Staten Island. And everybody that know me, know me. My name is Cecil. Nigga, yeah, long hair don't care. I'm that nigga. Word up. But these niggas act like these motherfuckers gonna get away with murder. Y'all niggas have my sisters locked up, nigga. I got a lot of hate in my heart for y'all niggas. Word up. Like going back with felines, nigga, on the cages. So stop it. Word up. Because the nigga will pop the receipts and really blow niggas' skirts up.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of that.
And cause mom. And everywhere niggas know where I go, nigga, I rep that shit, nigga. I rep that blue life. And I'm gonna sign it off on this one right here.
All right, Cecil. All right, that's my guest, Cecil. Thank you for tuning in, bro. Thank you for coming.
You already know it's always a pleasure, King.
I appreciate you coming down. Thank you for doing this interview with me.
Shout out to the real lefts.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what it is. All right.
Welcome, listeners, to.
All right, listeners, that was my interview with Cecil. I want to thank Cecil for doing that interview with me. That was like a spare of the moment interview, y'all. I know that was kind of like a little kind of shabby, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really like I didn't really
Bruh.
no, I didn't really like it, but it was a little shabby, but I thought I mean everybody else thought it was okay, so I agree with them. It was an okay interview. I wish I was more prepared for that interview. It just kind of like, folks. I mean, I don't. That interview just kind of like, man, it just happened. Like, it just happened.
Wait, what?
It just happened. It just kind of like one of those interviews that just happened, and I wasn't really prepared for it. But I do want to thank Cecil for that interview. I really do appreciate him for giving me that interview. Can we give him some cheers real quick? Thank you again. And I don't have no views or no opinions on this. You know what I'm saying? The man said what he said, and that's what he said. All right. I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Check us out on all our other social media platforms. There should be a listing for you at the end of the show on the screen. And if you want to do an interview with me, just hit me up. The listing is there. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, ladies and gentlemen, I will see y'all later. Peace out.